Okay, let's do chapter 8, consideration. I'll go through the answers, check yours, hand it in with the corrections. I will say, I have noticed a bunch of you have been handing it in with no corrections. Okay, so I find that a little hard to believe that no one's made any mistakes. All right, all I'm asking you to do is cross off what you got wrong and hand in the right stuff. Okay, first one, a doctrine under which no consideration is needed is called promissory estoppel. The act of refraining from one's legal right is known as forbearance. An exchange of benefits and detriments by the parties to an agreement is known as consideration. A blank is something for which no consideration is received. A gift. 5. Contracts which appear at first glance to bind the parties but actually do not are said to be illusory. 6. Blank involves giving up something that one has a legal right to keep. That is a detriment. A blank contract is one in which consideration is ridiculously low, unconscionable. 8. A blank is something that a party has not previously entitled to receive. Benefit. A benefit is something. 9. A free agreement is also called gratuitous agreement. 10. Accord and satisfaction may solve the problem when people disagree on the amount owed in a contract situation. Okay, page 1. Okay, so 1. Darla Carlton promised to donate $2 million to Rayfield Community College if it would build a new humanities center. The college built the new center, but then she refused to give the money, claiming she received no benefit from her promise. Can the college collect the benefit? Yes. It's promissory estoppel. The act done at the request of the promisor is a detriment to the promise. Therefore, the building center was good consideration for the promise of $2 million. After Tom inspected Tom Kennedy's microwave, he offered to buy it for $250. Kennedy accepted the offer. Later, Tom refused to perform his promise when he discovered that the microwave was only worth $100. Claiming inaccuracy of consideration, must he pay the price he bargained for? The answer is yes. Ordinarily, the adequacy of consideration is not reviewed by the courts, okay, unless the contract is unconscionable. In this case, it would not be unconscionable. Kim Oakes employed Mike Arkin to work for her 1 year at a salary of $2,400 a month. Arkin worked 3 months and then threatened to quit unless he was promised a $4,000 bonus to finish the job. Oakes promised to give him the bonus. He stayed in the job at the end of the year. She refused to give him the bonus. Can he collect the bonus? The answer is no. Promising to do something that one already has the legal duty is not consideration. So he had already agreed, he had a contract to work the full time. He can't get more by agreeing to fulfill what he already said he would fulfill. Number 4, Barb Buchanan promised to sell and Bill Wicker agreed to buy a custom-made skateboard for $60. Is this a binding contract? Yes. The promise of one person is valid consideration for the promise of another, as long as neither promises do something he or she already is bound to do. Number 5. Denise Cohn was stopped by a state trooper for speeding on the highway. Coburn promised to send the trooper $100 if he would not arrest her. She was allowed to go on her way, but later failed to send the trooper the $100. Can this be enforced in court? The answer is no. The doing or promising to do an illegal act cannot be consideration to a valid contract. Okay. Whoops. Let's go back one. May the giving up of some legal rights constitute valid consideration? Yes. Giving up something you have the right to do is considered consideration. Will an executed contract ordinarily be set aside for lack of consideration? No, an executed contract will not ordinarily be set aside. Do some acts and promises not provide consideration? The answer is yes, some acts do. A promise to do something that one is already doing would not be consideration, but a promise to do something illegal would also not be one. Okay. 4. Will promise to do an illegal act create an enforceable contract? No. Is a promise to make a gift enforceable? The answer is no. 6. Must there normally be some consideration to support a valid informal contract? Yes, normally you need consideration to support a normal contract unless you go to promissory estoppel. 7. Is an act consideration for a contract? Yes, an act or an act to do not to do something is considered consideration. 8. Does consideration require that each party gets something of equal value? No. Consideration just is that you're getting something. Legal equal value is up to the buyer and the seller. 9. If one promises to do something that one already is legally bound to do, may this promise be used as consideration for a new contract? The answer is no. No, you're already bound to do this. Okay, 10. Does the court usually look into the adequacy of fairness or consideration? No, the court does not look into the adequacy of consideration, fairness, and all that other fun stuff. All right, boys and girls, go through these, then give me your answers. I did notice in Chapter 7, I don't know why I'm saying this, because only one person watched Chapter 7. All right, bye.